Good morning, Neva. Yes, it is a Monday morning. Oh boy, school vacation is over, but we're back to school, right? And we have another month and a half or so with our schooling. And you know what? It's great to be here. At least we have something to do every day, and we know we're going to get going and get some learning and do some interesting things. Also, you should find out more about your world and how you live in it, right? So don't forget you should be logging into every class every day. Find out what's new in your class, right? Take a look, and don't forget your grad plans. Some of you just received your grad plans. You're the 8th grade students, but we'd like you to look at those at least once or twice a year. Some people look at it multiple times. It's good. We want you to think about what's coming up for you, and also don't forget to re-register for next year if you have not done so already. Get on your parents and say, "Hey, Mom, Dad, did we register? We want to go back to MIVA," right? So make sure that that's happening and that you're planning to come back, and we want you all back, of course. All right, our quote of the day: what we read, how we read, and why we read change how we think. Changes that are continuing now at a faster pace. And I think I agree with that completely, right? So reading is really good for you. Keep that going. And, also do the work that you're supposed to here, read what you're supposed to in school, but also do some things recreationally. Have some fun reading things that you like to read. It's always good. All right, next up we have... Oh, there we go. Well, today is it's Devil Dog Day. I didn't change the title there, but it is National Devil Dog Day. This is a treat I used to love as a kid, and then they went away for a while, and they came back. So I'll read the little story here. With a layer of cream filling sandwiched between 2 layers of devil's food cake, devil dogs became a tasty single-serving treat in the mid-1920s. Ooh, that's a while ago. Drake's first started making the cakes in 1926. During World War I, the legend goes that German soldiers took to calling U.S. Marines devil dogs for their tenacity. In 1918, a U.S. recruiting poster headlined with the phrase Trüffelhunden put the story into full circulation across the country. Although the German expression was rare and oddly worded, and its source blurry at best, the nickname took a firm hold. The underlying truth holds up. The U.S. Marines fought with fierce bravery in Europe, as did all the troops. Sports teams adopted the name. Poets wrote about the military prowess of the Devil Dogs. Movies were made featuring the Devil Dogs, and the story of the name embellished or not became a part of history. They even inspired a devilish snack cake we still enjoy today. And again, I love that snack cake. And I stopped eating them because they had trans fats, but now they don't. Hey, so it's safer to eat them now. Okay, good. All right, let's keep going. Next up. Oop, wrong way, sorry. This day in history. All right, the British Parliament passes the Tea Act in 1773. So that's kind of one of the lead-ups to the Revolutionary War. In 1861, West Virginia secedes from Virginia after Virginia secedes from the Union. So they didn't like the call that Virginia made, so that whole chunk of that state there became a new state. In 1861, President Lincoln suspends the writ of habeas corpus, which the habeas corpus was a law ruling that said you have to have the body to prove something, or you have to have the evidence there to actually bring somebody in and put them in jail. He suspended that because there were so many spies and people that were working against the Union at that time. And of course, it came back. It was righted once the war was over, obviously. All right, this day in science. In 2016, a robot recovers lost treasures of King Louis XIV. Who would have thought? Oceanographers from Stanford University deployed their humanoid diving robot named Ocean One on its maiden voyage into the sea. Working 20 miles off the southern coast of France, the team piloted Ocean One to the previously undisturbed wreck of King Louis XIV's flagship, which sank in 1664. Using the robot's unprecedented dexterity and fine controls, operators were able to retrieve priceless antiques long lost to the ocean. Stanford engineers hope to eventually build a fleet of humanoid diving bots. Interesting. All right, there's a picture of the little diving bot right there under our title. All right, are you stuck at home? Well, yeah, most of us are these days, right? Why not travel the world without leaving your house? So, calling all potential VTCs. If you're interested in joining the virtual travel clubbers, please email Ms. Valley at valley@mainvirtual.org. They're going to meet Monday, that's today, 3:30 to 4. And so they're going to be looking at the country of Jordan, all right, home of the Dead Sea. So be there or be square. Oops. All right. All right. We're announcing now a new Amiva Honors Series today. I'm kind of excited about this. We have incredible students doing incredible things, so we want you to stay tuned as we spend time in morning assembly telling everyone of the great things our students, you, are achieving. Let your teachers know of your accomplishments so that we can tell everyone about them. Let your teachers know of others' accomplishments, as some students are quite humble and not able to speak for themselves. Either way, let us know because you are well deserved. All right, today we're going to jump into it because we have honorees for their contributions to MIVA's newly published anthology, Defying Their Disavowal, which I was, telling you about before vacation. Well, I did get my own book and I read through it. It is a wonderful book. It blew my socks off, really. So if you haven't got this book yet, it's not very expensive. I would definitely get it. So, I even took a few notes here to talk about some of the students and what they were doing while Parker N wrote a nice little story about Venture with Dad, right? And ended up running into two duck lakes. Who would have thought that they would have a milk run would lead them to two lakes with the same name? That's kind of interesting. Samantha S. Let's see, she had audition jitters in her story. Linda V. Inspiring letter from a weird pen pal. That was kind of neat. Hunter R. Well, Lord Abbey's mercy. That's what you read about with him. Felicia K. Overcoming fear of lizards. And Jesse G. Sci-fi in the void. And so Madeline D. She also wrote about robot lizards in school. Riley T. Finding home in a bookstore. There were some poems that were great too. Kaylin A. Read about how life is tough and success is failure. Turn inside out, both in school. Jana K. The flow of students through graduation. Linda V. Birth of a butterfly. That was kind of coolly written. Hannah L. A bittersweet love affair. And Mackenzie S. Dealing with anxiety. And then Sebastian A. Speak of the world beyond the door and understanding parents and sickness, love, and respect. That's just a taste, really, of what I read through in this book, and it's a wonderfully done book. So certainly, if you haven't bought it yet or read it yet, please do so. But I do want to honor these students for doing some great things for themselves, of course, and for MIVA and for our world. So great job. Keep writing. Yes, keep writing, everybody. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much. All right, so it's time to enjoy your advisory time. And okay, I got my little MIVA robot, MIVA, right? So we are MIVA. And I always say, make it a great day, everyone. Bye-bye now.